If you're chasing that razor-sharp six-pack and a midsection that pops even without flexing, do this. This six-pack ABS workout is guaranteed to work. Top 10 exercises for chiseled waist. Welcome. These 10 exercises are carefully chosen to attack your abs from every possible angle. The upper abs, lower abs, and obliques. Let's go. First up, weighted decline twist sit-up. Strap your feet securely into a decline bench and grip a dumbbell or plate either, tight to your chest or with arms slightly extended for more challenge. Before starting your descent, brace your abs as if you're preparing for a punch. Slowly lower yourself down, keeping your movement smooth and controlled to maintain constant tension. As you sit up, twist your torso toward one side, letting the weight follow naturally, then lower again before twisting to the opposite side. This move builds rotational strength, thickens your abdominal wall, and sculpts sharp obliques. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side. Here's a fact. Twisting under load fires both the rectus abdominis and obliques, improving definition and functional strength. Next, hanging leg hip raise. Grab a pull-up bar with a shoulder-width grip and actively pull your shoulders down to avoid hanging passively. With legs straight or slightly bent, engage your lower abs and lift your legs until your toes aim toward the bar, or even try touching it if your flexibility allows. At the top, pause for a second to fully contract your abs before lowering slowly. Avoid swinging your body. If you feel momentum building, reset and start again. The control on the descent is just as important as the lift. Not only does this torch the lower abs, but it also works your hip flexors and builds grip and shoulder stability. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Fun fact: few moves match the activation of the lower abs that you get from hanging leg raises. Moving on, cable standing crunch with rope attachment. Attach a rope to a high pulley and face away from the machine. Grip both rope ends and hold them just above your forehead with elbows slightly bent. Plant your feet firmly, engage your glutes, and maintain a slight bend in your knees for stability. From here, crunch forward by curling your ribs down toward your pelvis, keeping your hips locked in place. Slowly return to standing, resisting the pull of the weight the entire way up. Avoid pulling with your arms. Think of them as hooks holding the rope while your abs do the work. This constant resistance keeps your core firing. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Here's a fact. The cable keeps your ABS under load for the entire range of motion, making every rep more effective. Then, V-up. Lie flat on your back with your arms extended overhead and legs straight. In one explosive yet controlled motion, raise your legs and torso together, reaching your hands toward your toes. Aim to form a sharp V shape at the top without letting your knees bend or your lower back lift excessively. Lower both your arms and legs simultaneously, stopping just before they touch the floor to keep constant tension. The beauty of this move is its efficiency. It hammers both the upper and lower abs in one fluid motion, while also challenging your coordination and balance. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Avoid rushing the movement or partial range of motion. Fun fact: V-ups activate nearly every muscle in your core at once, making them an AB training powerhouse. Up next, plank to pike. Start in a high plank with wrists stacked under shoulders, spine neutral, and core engaged. Without bending your knees, lift your hips toward the ceiling into a pike position, using your abs and hip flexors to drive the movement. Pause briefly at the top to feel the deep abdominal contraction, then lower yourself back into plank, controlling the descent to avoid sagging your hips. This move builds core strength, improves shoulder stability, and even stretches your hamstrings in each repetition. Keep your breathing steady. Exhale as you pike. Inhale as you return to plank. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Avoid using your arms to perform the pike. Here's a fact. This move combines core stability and shoulder strength for a more functional midsection. Now, dumbbell military press Russian twist, legs up. Sit with your knees bent, heels lightly off the floor, and a dumbbell held overhead with both hands. Lean back slightly to engage your core, keeping your chest lifted and back straight. Twist your torso to bring the dumbbell down toward your right hip. Return overhead, then twist to your left hip. Keep your legs still and core braced throughout to prevent swaying. The overhead position adds extra shoulder and upper back activation, making this a multi-muscle challenge that also taxes your stability. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps per side. The key to this exercise is to keep constant tension in the abs. Fun fact: overhead positioning increases stability demands, forcing your abs to work harder. Then, weighted plate lying crunch. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet planted firmly. Hold a weight plate above your chest with arms extended but elbows slightly bent. As you crunch upward, lift your shoulder blades off the floor while keeping the plate in the same position. Squeeze your abs hard at the top, then lower back down slowly without letting your head or shoulders fully rest. This extra resistance increases the workload on your abs, encouraging muscle growth and sharper definition. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Make sure you only use your core to perform the movement, not pressing the plate as you crunch up for momentum. Here's a fact. Weighted crunches add hypertrophy stimulus, helping your abs stand out more prominently. Moving on, wheel rollout. Kneel on a mat with an AB wheel gripped firmly in both hands. Begin by rolling forward slowly, keeping your arms straight and core tight, extending as far as you can without letting your hips drop or your lower back arch. Pause briefly at full extension to feel your abs working to hold the position. Then pull the wheel back toward your knees using your core muscles. The goal is smooth, controlled motion, not speed. This move engages deep core stabilizers and teaches you to brace your abs against spinal extension. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Make sure the abs are controlling the range and speed of the exercise, not your arms. Fun fact: rollouts activate the transverse abdominis, which supports posture and spinal health. Next, decline bent leg reverse crunch. Lie back on a decline bench with your legs bent and feet lifted. Grip the bench behind your head for stability. Curl your knees toward your chest while lifting your hips slightly off the bench at the top of the movement. Lower slowly, resisting gravity to increase time under tension. Focus on moving from your abs, not swinging your legs. This variation reduces hip flexor involvement, putting the emphasis firmly on your lower abs for a deep burn. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Make sure you don't round your lower back excessively to prevent strain. Breathe out on each repetition to emphasize the contraction. Here's a fact: reverse crunches hit the lower abdominal fibers more effectively than traditional crunches. Finally, cable twist up-down. Stand sideways to a cable machine set at shoulder height. Grip the handle with both hands and extend your arms fully. Rotate your torso diagonally down across your body while keeping your hips square. Control the return to the starting position before repeating. Complete all reps on one side before switching. This move challenges your obliques dynamically, building rotational strength and a tighter waistline. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side. Make sure you don't just use your arms to perform this movement. It needs to come from the abs. Avoid over-rotating to prevent strain to your lower back. Congratulations for completing today's workout. Those were 10 core sculpting exercises designed to carve your abs and make them pop. For ultimate results, I challenge you to stick to this plan 2 to 3 times a week. Focus on form and pair it with a smart diet for maximum results. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's workout, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video with friends and family who may benefit from it too. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Muscle Building Mastery. Full Body Dumbbell Workout.